All right, so now we're going to look at the properties of logs, and I think they kind of leave this out quite a bit in Edgenuity. So you may want to have this video on hand or take some notes with it. To put logs in your calculator, first of all, the calculator only does log base 10, okay, and it's called the common log, and you'll learn about that when you watch your Edgenuity videos. But your log button in your calculator is just log of x because the base is 10, okay? When the base is not written, it's an understood base of 10. We don't write the 10 there because you use that most often. It's the common log, okay? So your calculator, if you wanted to find the log of 3, for instance, you could type in log of 3, but you need to know that your base is that understood 10, okay? So if you want to type in something that is not base 10, you have to use this change of base formula. In order to use your calculator, you're going to have to do the log of the of number divided by the log of the base, okay? In this formula, there's this little c right here because technically you can change it to any base that you want. If you want to go from a base 5 to a base 3, then you would do log base 3 of m over log base 3 of b, okay? So you can change it to any base, but we're only going to change it to log base 10 for the purpose of using our calculators. Now, if you own a Casio calculator, they're like super fancy, and they have this nice little button that has the box, and you can literally just type in what you want your base to be and what the of number is and hit enter. So if you got a Casio, you're lucky. The Texas Instruments don't have that button, so we need to use our change of base formula, okay? I actually think that the new graphing calculators, somewhere in a menu somewhere, they do actually have this new button right here to where you don't have to use the change of base formula. So if you've got a graphing calculator, you may want to look that up. But what we're going to do is use that change of base formula to solve these weird logs, because most of the time, guys, logs are a big long decimal. We're going to round to 4 decimal places because rarely is it this nice happy whole number, okay? So this is log base 8 of 32, so that is 8 to what power is 32? So 8 to some power isn't going to be just 32, right? We can't just think of that, okay? So we use our calculator, and we're going to do log of the of number, so that's log of 32, divided by log of the base, so that's log of 8. Now, you cannot just say, oh, 32 divided by 8 is 4, so that's just the log of 4. Don't do that. The log of 32 is a weird decimal. It is a number in its own. This is not a 32. These go together, and you cannot separate them, okay? So you have to type in log 32 divided by log of 8. Do not separate them. The logs can't cancel. This is one thing, okay? This is not an 8. That is not a 32, all right? So when you type that in, and it would help if I had a calculator. Log of 32 divided by log of 8 is going to give you a decimal, and we're going to round it to 4 places. So we've got log of 32 divided by log of 8, and that gives me 1.6666. Ooh, 1 point, the devil. Okay, so we got 1.6667, and that's going to be my answer. Okay, now that's actually 2/3, so you could put 1 2/3. It's fine. Doesn't really matter. But if you round the decimals, make sure it's 4 decimal places. Okay, so same thing here in this example. This is going to be log of 18 divided by the log of 4. Throw that in your calculator, all right? Because nobody can come up in their head, hey, 4 to what power is 18? You know, we don't know. So use your calculator, okay? And you can use this a lot. I don't think in Edgenuity they tell you about change of base at all. So when you're solving the equations and stuff, make sure that you know this so that you can put stuff in your calculator. All right, so now let's look at the properties in the next video.